Kurt from Henkelman, Australia, and today I'm going to run through a basic service procedure for our Henkelman Boxer 52 tabletop model machine. Today I'll be taking you through the steps of how to change the oil in the vacuum pump. The tools you'll need for this job of changing the oil on the vacuum pump is a container to drain the dirty oil, waste oil into, adjustable spanner, Phillips head screwdriver, 13mm spanner, a 6mm Allen key, and a Henkelman service kit to suit your machine. Step one would be to turn your machine on and run a pump cleaning cycle for the set amount of time. And let the cleaning procedure run until it times out. Now that the vacuum pump is hot, we can carry on with the service procedure. To do so, turn the machine off and simply unplug the power supply from the back of the machine. The next step in this procedure would be to remove the rear cover of the machine. To do so, grab your Phillips head screwdriver and remove the 4 screws that hold the rear cover in position. Get your 13mm metric spanner and remove the 2 M8 bolts that secure the pump to the bottom of the machine. The next step will be to pull the pump out of the machine in order to service the oil. Once the pump is clear of the back of the machine, you can then use your multi-grip spanner to remove the fill cap from the pump. On this particular model of pump, there's a total of 2 fill caps. Either one is suitable to use. The next step is to prepare the oil for draining. If your Henkelman machine was supplied with the Henkelman special tool, please use this to remove the sump plug on the vacuum pump. If it was not supplied and is an earlier model machine, please use the standard 6mm Allen key to remove the sump plug from the bottom of the pump. To do so, loosen and drain the oil into a suitable container. Please be aware that the oil coming out of the vacuum pump may be hot and pose a burning risk. Once the oil has finished draining, reinstall your sump plug and just nip it up. It's important to make sure that you thoroughly clean around the bottom of the vacuum pump and the bottom of the pump bracket for any excess oil that may have been spilt. At the same time, it's important to take note of the oil sight glass, and if it needs cleaning, simply unscrew the sight glass and clean from behind. Ensuring that your machine is level and your sump plug is reinstalled, it's now time to install our fresh oil into the pump. To do so, grab your oil from your service kit and fill up the oil into the top of the vacuum pump. With all your Henkelman Bush vacuum pumps, we want to fill the oil approximately 3/4 up the oil sight glass. If there is some oil left over, don't worry. As long as it's 3/4, it's done correctly. Then reinstall your fill cap and tighten. The next step is to reinstall the pump back into the machine. Please note, on these Boxer 52 model machines, there is a locating pin at the back left-hand corner that does need to go into a locating hole so that the pump is in the correct position. The next step is to reattach our rear cover and test the machine. The next step, reinstate power and test your machine.